Hi friends, it's Miss Erin, and I am going to be talking with you all things Vacation Bible School for St. Thomas Episcopal Church, the summer of 2023. We have the same title as last year and the same overall themes, but this year we're going to do all brand new activities because there's so much to learn with this particular curriculum. Our program is called Living into God's Dream, and it is a dismantling racism workshop for children that we've broken down into a couple days to make a vacation Bible school. It actually starts the week of Memorial Day, so our first day will be Tuesday, May the 30th through Friday, June the 2nd. We ask that all our volunteers are at the church no later than 8:30 a.m. Again, no later than 8:30 a.m. because our VBS kiddos start showing up at about 8:45, and we allow them to unload from 8:45 until noon. 8:45 until 9 o'clock in the morning. And we dismiss every day at 11:45 from the narthex up outside the main church building at 11:45 to 12. And so hopefully, if we've been cleaning up and following directions and everybody's on the same page, we're able to leave each day by about 12:15. So again, our volunteers would need to be present each day from 8:30 until 12:15. And our campers come at 8:45 and they start to leave at 11:45. On the first day of Vacation Bible School, our kids are going to be brought in to the church and they register. We make sure we have all the important contact information in case of an emergency. We're able to make one-on-one contact with the individuals that'll be dropping off and picking up each day. And then following that first day, that afternoon with pickup from parents, we do like a car rider line at the front of the church. We make a loop and our youth and our volunteers will go outside and they will actually open doors and we'll call for names for our kids each afternoon. In the morning, starting on that second day, that Wednesday, we want our teenagers to be outside and our volunteers opening car doors so that they can come in, check in and get their name tag, have a seat on the floor so we can get ready for dismissal. So, those things being said, each day we have a particular theme. On Tuesday, it's I Am Beloved. We learn about the creation of the world and animals and people, and we see the diversity in all the things that God created. And basically, our kids are learning that different is beautiful and that we are all seen and made in the eyes of God. So that is our first day. We're going to be talking about some stories out of Genesis and looking to some books that the kids would relate real well to. For example, I Am God's Dream by Matthew Paul Turner and some other things. The second day we talk about, and the kids are affirming themselves and saying, I am brave. Throughout history, not just our own history, but the history of our ancestors, sometimes we come into some scary times, some times of discourse, of argument, not being on the same page. But through the stories that we're going to learn on Wednesday, the kids hopefully will understand that they're able to face hard things. We look at Joseph from the Bible and his brothers. Joseph had many brothers, and his brothers were extremely jealous of him, so much so that they wanted to get rid of him. And we're going to learn about how we go through those kinds of differences and how we can be brave. On Thursday, I am compassionate. I am able to look through God's eyes at other people. I'm able to look through other people's eyes at people. We have disagreements. Not all the time do we believe in the same things. Do we have the same opinions? Do we look the same? Do we act the same? Dress the same? But we're really learning how to value other people's stories. And we look in the Bible to the story of Ruth, and Ruth's compassion connects all of the people together. So we're going to do some role playing and some activities where we can see ourselves in other people's shoes, basically, people that aren't like us. And that makes us ultimately better the more we get to know others. Finally, on Friday, I am ready. We're able to take action. We've learned that we are made in God's image, that sometimes things can be hard throughout history, but we need to be brave, and we can be compassionate and understand others' opinions and ideas. But now, because we have these tools, we can step forth and become God's hands and feet. How can we put His message, His love in action, basically? So we're going to be talking about that story in the book of James where we're really loving our neighbor as ourselves. How can we share the good news with others? That is what God asks us to do. Each day, with our theme, children will have the opportunity to go through a Bible rotation, a storytelling station, an art station, a music station, some recreation, some fun games and playtime. There'll be snack for everybody, as well as special activities throughout the week that you'll learn a little bit more about as each day hits us. So those are our rotations, and we're going to be throughout the church. But every day we'll gather each morning in the parish hall down where the stage area is, and each day we'll dismiss up from the narthex. Another important thing that I want to make sure that everybody understands is our Safeguarding God's Children policy. And in this next video, I'm going to read through that with you. Once you've read through it and you've listened to the presentation, and note if you have any questions to call or email me, I'm going to ask that you sign the back page so that we are sure that everybody is on the same starting point in keeping everybody at Vacation Bible School their happiest and safest. So I'll see you in just a minute to go over the Safeguarding God's Children portion.